Ooh, g'day guys. A bit of a croaky throat. G'day guys. Thanks. Welcome to Arthur's videos. Have I got a doozy for you guys today? Right guys, the year's getting close. You know what the video description is down the bottom. And for those guys, it's a pokie. Alright, I've got a pokie this time. You know, for those guys who, what can I say, I've been swapping and changing lately. So, let me get a breather before I waffle on, guys. Yep, it is Yumshar time, guys. Yumshar time. Look at that. Oh, the bottle's going down. It's probably what? Oh, it's not even 2 fingers in the bottle. The bottle's going out, mate. The fucking bottle's going down. All right, guys. It's Yumshar time. You know, there it is. There, the guys. People who haven't watched my videos before. Oh, trust me, man. You got to read the Viewer Discrepancy Act. You know, on my videos. I do have problems. I do wear big boy pants. There is no medication for my problems. That's why I drink. Okay, guys, Jesus. Okay, I had to shoot this video. I haven't got my little screwdriver of this machine that I've got. And I'm actually, I don't know, I must be getting the shit that people are scraping down the bottom of the barrel. That shit's people finding in their archives and they've decided to sell off and other people are buying them. And all this junk. This one here is my first one, basically. I'm telling you the truth. This is the first one. And you can check all my other videos. You'll never see one of these. I haven't done one of these videos before. On this particular model. And I'm going to reveal the board. I'm going to do stages of this board, basically, to explain. And once I get this thing going, mate, it'll be a calabunga if I get it going. But I got it half going. The heartbeat is there. His patient's still in the patient's still in my workshop, and his pulsing is going like it. You know, he's still kicking. He hasn't walked out. He hasn't been released yet. I'm going to reveal what I'm talking about. All right, here it is. Here's this board. I'm going to hold it up. I've got no clue what this board is called. Basically, I'm going to hold it there. I've got to use my hands, you know. I'm a wog. I've got to talk with my hands, you know. The wogs came up with the sign language for people. I've got no clue what this board is. It's an IGT. I've got no clue, basically. I've got no idea. I've got another one to show you. I've got a bit of an idea on that one. This guy here, I've got no clue. Anyone's watching this video, dude, do me a favour. Drop me a message and help me out if I don't get it by going, basically. I'm nearly close. As I said, I'm getting my heads around it because this machine is a stepper motor. Remember my universal one that I showed you a while back, the universal one? This is the same. It's a stepper motor board, basically. It does a stepper motor. You can see how these are? That's part of the stepper motor section, which makes the wheels control it when it's trying. No, it doesn't do that. It goes whatever. You're gonna hear it when I make this video. And I'm sort of getting my head around it. It's a linear power supply section, and why I call it linear, it's not a switch mode. So you got a transformer. So power's coming from the plug. There's no wiring diagram. If you got one, send it to me. If you're watching this video, if you got it by then, as I said, it'll help me out. I've been doing probing with my multimeter. So the power's coming through here, goes through the bridge rectifiers, regulators, power supply. That's why this section, half of this section here, is the power supply for this board. There is no switch mode in the machine. Every other machine has got a switch mode. That's how far I've got with this board, basically. But the kicker is coming soon in this video, the kicker. So I'm trying to get the heads on there. These are relays. These are switch mode relays. These are like a solid state relay. These are relays. These guys here. Your processor, your Dallas chip for your timekeeping, for the bookkeeping. I'll put a battery on for this dude to see what I can do. But as I said to you, okay, the game works. I've got the wheel spinning. It's making the heebie-jeebie. It's making its noise. It's audio sections over here. You can sort of see, you can sort of basically work out how this board is. Trust me, I've got no paperwork. Then you got your inputs because there's resistor networks on here. So you got the lights are driving, the lights here are driving for the buttons lights. You can sort of see how this thing works basically. It's pretty simple. Hey, dude, there's no diagram. Yeah, man, we got the point. No diagram. No, I'll hold it up there so you guys can sort of see it basically. Like all my other Aristocrat, remember my other Aristocrat, how they got the SCRs, the drivers and all that? Yeah, same shit. As I said, just slightly different manufacturer, different design basically. So, yeah, so this is the IGT off this. Oh shit, I didn't even mention that. Oh, the name's on the bottom. It's an IGT Sovereign, basically. It's called this machine. They always call them different names and that, but this is a Sovereign. So I sort of got it basically going, but no. Oh my God. There should be a law against people buying fuses. A law. Okay? A fuse is designed to protect the circuit. If something's happened in the circuit, it blows, saves the circuit. I went to my electronic shop down the road there, and we were talking about this. Not this particular one, another one. They went and bought... They had a Sparky. An electrician come in. They bought an amplifier for, PA system and that. What this guy did, he kept putting more bigger fuses in there till the tracks on the amplifier had blown its guts off. There was no more tracks on there. And this is a Sparky. Dude, I wouldn't get him to wire my bloody AM radio, basically. That's how bad it is. And I couldn't believe it. I was talking to this. Now, this one here that I got, I'm revealing it. Get ready, mate. I've done the repair so far. Check that out. All right, I'm going to hold it there. This board here has a 0, 6, and 6 volt from the transformer. It's AC going into the bridge rectifier section over here. And these people who done this, I was going to say moron, who done this, wouldn't you put the fuse in line to that? So if anything happens to your bridge rectifier, it'll pop the fuse. No, they put the fuse after the bridge. So your power comes into the bridge, then the fuse. That's why I got the screwdriver. I found a 15 amp fuse in there, dude. 15 amp. Have a look at this little board. What do you reckon it's drawing? 1 amp? Tops. 1 amp. I'll put my nuts on it. 1 amp. You know what I mean? 15. What I saw in the harness, further back in the harness, there was an inline fuse holder. An inline fuse holder is a fuse holder that's got wire here, wire there, and you undo the clip and you put a fuse inside. That's called an inline fuse. What I saw in there, man, was 30 amps. Oh, by the way, they auto fuses. Auto fuse and Sparky fuses and power fuses, they're rated at 250 and that. They've got 250. Autos are different. There was 30 amps in there. And I'm going, are you fucking shitting me? So I've cleaned most of it up. I haven't shown you the backside. Okay, so I've done the bridge. I've got my SCRs are here. My diodes are here. There, I got them today to get the diodes. Look at that. That's crispy, mate. That is crispy. All right, I'm revealing it. Get ready for it. Have a look at that, man. They blew the fuck out of the tracks. Okay, they blew the fuck out. It's gone. If I look at my stent repair, these wires that I use, this is a hookup wire, they can draw pretty good amperage out of there. It's just a track. I had to clean it all up so I could sort of see it. But before I'm going to do that, I'm going to see if this thing powers up. If so, I'm going to cut this out of the carbon because the board has been cooked in there and it's got resistance in there. It becomes carbon. So I'm going to cut it all out. I'm going to work it out how it works. I'm going to figure out how much ohmage, if I'm getting becomes resistance. I will cut it out. And what I might do is piss these diodes off and put a small little diode in a little package and mount it somewhere else on this board. Because if I don't do that, there is a resistance between the two legs of the post. Check that out, man. Check that out. All right? Check this out. All right? Check this out. You see all the shit I'll put up with? Yeah. Check that out. All right? Because these are using the cathode gas displays. And the cathode gas displays is the old-fashioned one. It's got gas inside. It's got a cathode. And they light up the old segments. They use them in the old pinball machines like the good classic System 3 Surface Safari. Basically had the LED alphanumeric display, you know, because it's an alphanumeric display. But yeah, check that out. You know, I thought I'd shoot this video. But as I said to you, look at this. Look at what I'm putting up with. It's not like I got paperwork. I'm just sat there, but I had to scratch it, the board, not my ass, to work out where it does, basically. But this is all heated up here. Now, this section here, I want to suss that out as well next. But I wanted to show you this, how I got this machine. But guys, when you go buy machines, dude, I'm trying to think what to say. Check it out. Don't believe the guy who's selling it because he wants to sell it to you and give it to you in the cool look. That's the first one for the video. And he wants to get his folding stuff and move on. And then you get it, you take it home, you go, oh my God, I made a bad decision. Who the hell am I going to find to fix it? I was about to throw the towel in this and say, mate, fuck this machine. I'm sick of crap, you know, and that. But I said, no, this fucker is not going to let me down. I'm going to fix you, motherfucker. That's my two bob about it, you know. I said, I'm going to fix you. If not, I put my balls on the line. I'm going to be putting up my little balls out and then go, fuck it, this thing's done me. But the rest of the machine's working. This one just says that, you know, how many coins you've won, basically, the display. But the machine's working, making noises. Oh, my God. I actually had to fix up the fucking fluoros. Oh, my God. I'm getting my phone out. Dude. I said it to somebody, he goes, what's that? I said, mate, here, have a look at that. There it is there. Check that out. Have a look at that. That is blue tack. I'll get my screwdriver. That is blue tack. Blue tack, a bit of shit. Because the cock, whoever owned this machine had no fucking clue. There's a 1 mil wire goes into this. Hang on. 1 mil wire goes into the transformer. This is a ballast. Check that out, man. Check this out. If you open a machine and you see this, walk away, mate. Because you know you're buying something from a person who's got no clue, basically. Check that out, all right? Unbelievable, huh? Yeah, you think I'll make this stuff up, mate? I showed it to a few friends. He goes, what the hell is that? I said, that's exactly it, you know what I mean, basically. Yeah, I'm just looking at some other photos for you, you know. Hey, and by the way, from that sack sign there, we were talking about the Palmer. Well, that's what a Palmer in a pot looks like, all right, guys? That's a Palmer in a pot. All right. To the courtesy of the Saxon guy, you bought our meals, all right, guy? Thanks, man. So that's it. That's a pot, it's a beer, and that's a Palmer. All right? Yeah, man, you're making us hungry now by showing us that photo. Yeah, I'm trying to worry. My son, basically. All right. So we're moving on after the pot and Palmer for you guys. Hey, how nice was it, man? It was not a bad deal. It was not bad. It was a nice Palmer, man. All right. Here's another one. All right. We're still on the IGT shit. This is an IGT. This is out of a video pokey. This is called IGTS Plus, I think it's called. Dude, help me out, guys. Help me out. I'm over here. Help me out. I'm not familiar with this shit. I know my aristocrat crap all the way back to when man didn't even land on the moon, basically. So, now check this guy out. Let me hold it here. Have you noticed? Linear power supply again. Because how I worked that out from that other one was because I've been working on this piece of shit. So it has a linear power supply on this. And you noticed the relays, you know, the solid state relays, more transistors, op amps, and all that. Program. the program of the game. What's this one fucking called? This is called Blackjack. Guys, yeah, I'm going to hold it there for you guys. Yeah, this is Blackjack. This is a guy from Sydney sent it to me. And he goes, hey, Arthur, can you fix my board? You know, I don't mind playing this game. I used to play it back in the day, and blah, 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 blah. And on it goes with all the other bullshit. Problem with these boards. I've got another. I actually went and bought a machine just to fix this guy's board up. I'm going to put it down. Fuck it, I can't hold it anymore. Okay, what happens is... Fucking stay there. What happens is with these, there's a security code. It's a chip you put in there that loads the information to the Dallas, or Dallas ship's missing at the moment. Information onto it, the key. And once that gets corrupted, you lose the information, and you got to send it back to the guys. They put it back in to reset it. I've downloaded a lot of ROMs, a lot of keys and all this shit with these systems and that. I can't get this thing going. And it's just a boat anchor I'm looking at over there, because the one I got is called... What the fuck is it called? Fountain of Fun. Or there's no fun out of that because it's a fucking boat anchor at the moment. So yeah, so I'm stuck with that at the moment. I have done I've downloaded most of them and all that stuff. But this guy's going, oh man, what can I do if you can't fix it? Who can I fix it? Or who can fix it? I said, mate, I don't know. No one can help me with my problems. Even the chemist shop can't help me. So I know what this one, I think it's called that, what I just said to you, IGT Plus, I think it is called, this board. Correct me if I'm wrong, man. Just email me, man. Drop me a message. But I prefer email me so we can communicate with each other, you know what I mean? But help me out with this, you know. I'm reaching out for you guys to help me out with this IGT stuff, especially the American stuff. You know, a lot of you guys in America handle this stuff, IGT, basically. But do you like that stupid board that I've got there for the display, how it's... The welcome to country has happened to that board. So yeah, so I'll put my the diodes and the Zener diodes back in there, and back to that other board. Back to this board. They blew the fucking transformer. The transformer's got 6 volts, 0 and 6 volt. One of the 6 lines, I've got 2 volts. They cooked it. They cooked it with that 30 amp fuse. Cooked it. So now I've got to find myself another transformer to put inside a transformer to power this guy up. So I'll do that, probably in a few more weeks, whatever, I'll do it, whatever it is. But as I said, can you believe it? As I said, I'm over it. I'm getting close to say, mate, guys, go somewhere else, man. Find someone else, you know what I mean? As I said, I enjoy it, but I'm sick of the crap that I'm putting up with. I'm not having a sookie, I'm just telling you guys, you know. So guys, that's all I'm going to waffle on about with IGT stuff. Like I said, I haven't done an IGT for a while. Have I done I can't remember what I've done, man. I've done that many shit and all that. Guys, thanks for watching my video. Give us a comment. Help me out if you can. Tell me what medication works good if you're a hoarder and got problems. Like, guys, cheers to the next. Thanks for watching my video. Cheers, guys. Cheers.